Hi, welcome to on Acting. Today we're talking about headshots. So, what are headshots for, and why do we need them?
Yeah, the headshots, they're your introduction to the directors and the talent agencies. It's what they'll refer to when they're just like reviewing and thinking your potential for any particular role.
Yeah, so they basically, essentially, they show them what you look like, but they also give them a window into what your personality is, right? Uh, they want to be able to see what kind of roles you can play. They want to be able to see if you're right for the character. And usually, when they're looking to cast a character, the first thing they look at is the headshots, of course.
It should be fairly recent, current, and what you look like now. Make sure it looks like you on your best day. That's the best advice.
Yeah, so the headshot itself is essentially just your picture with your name on it. But if you want to talk about what makes a good headshot, it's a lot of what makes a good photograph, which is, of course, stuff like what's with the eyes, what's going on with your eyes, what's your personality like. Can you see everything clearly? You see your face clearly. What the framing is like. So I think like you don't want to have any props or weird props or be doing like peace signs or anything strange like that. You just want to be basically standing there facing the camera, have a nice simple photograph where you can clearly see your face.
Right. So you'll just look directly into the camera, and the focus will be like on the center of your eyes, and your eyes should be alive and show that you're like an alive, pleasant person. There's different types of backgrounds you can use. Some people want to know, is there like natural light versus studio light? Should I do it indoors? Should I do it outdoors? What kind of
Either way
background?
would work. In the end, the background has to complement the picture and not distract away from it. You have to remember that you and your face specifically are the main subject of the photograph here. That's what you're basically advertising. The framing can be different depending on the headshot. We'll mention. We'll get back to that.
Yeah, framing types and stuff. We'll get to it a little bit.
There's different ways of putting together a headshot, and it might be vary depending on the format and what casting directors are looking for. Sometimes they change over time too. So at some point they wanted a bunch of black and white photographs that were taken with film, and then we moved into digital and we moved into color. So now things are different. You still see a lot of headshots that are shot in black and white. Some markets are more accepting of them, others not so. So the main thing you have to choose is that, do you want black and white headshot, do you want a color headshot? The second thing is the orientation. Do you want a portrait headshot, or do you want one that's in landscape? And sometimes you can mix it up, like you can have a portrait that's like a landscape photograph, but that's put in a rectangular box over a page in a portrait setting with the name at the bottom. You can also you also get into talking about the specific shot. Like some people have extreme close-ups. Like for example, this one is just my face, and then some people have bigger ones. Like Rocco has one that's 3/4 up, or one that's what we call a cowboy shot, which is knees up. Or some people do full body shots too. Usually you use full body shots for modeling, but some actors will try to use them for headshots too. So really, it's a decision you have to make yourself, depending what you think looks good, what you think represents you well. Or you could just ask some actors in the area or
Yeah.
casting directors.
Or
to
check
see
with
what
your
they-
agent as
what they'd
well.
like to see, yeah.
Yeah, other people have different opinions. They'll look at your pictures. They'll usually have like a range of them, a set of pictures, and they'll pick out the ones that they think that they can market you best with. Again, as part of your branding. And then sometimes the image you think is the best image for you, or the image that you like, is not the one that the majority of the people or your agent or your peers like.
Yeah. For example, my original headshot, well, not my original, but the one I had before this was a 3/4 shot of me in a suit and jacket. But everyone I asked thought this one was better because it was literally just my face and there was nothing else in it. And my agent thought it would be better, it would represent me better. It does look better in icons and stuff because you just see the face, but
Yeah, modern days now, it used to be there was a trend. There was a movement that people were widening and widening it in their choice of shots. But now with so much online and so many people turning to the computers for casting and the use of icons and thumbnails, the return to using the close-up shots not just close up, but even in this case, Alex showed is like it's a little bit tight close up or a big close up or extreme, you know, even from like the chin to the top of the forehead or something that, you know, not only shows your eyes but all the detail in your face. So when that little thumbnail comes up, it like helps jump out rather than a picture where they can hardly see your face or your eyes, which is like the main thing here.